Good morning, YouTube. What's going on? My name is Dual125 and I'm here with my boy FedEx_11 lowercase t.
Hello, everybody.
Today we are playing some PES, we're playing some FIFA, we're comparing games to games, friends to friends, football to soccer, and yeah, this is what we have for you so far.
FIFA and PES in one video. It's monumental.
It's pretty mad. I mean, looking at the early menu comparisons, FIFA obviously looks better. But we come straight here into the arena, which is something missing. Something I didn't even realize was missing from PES, because PES just has a loading screen, whereas, FIFA lets you get your warm-up in.
Yeah, and this is something I actually do enjoy. Like every now and then it's nice to just challenge yourself and just get your skills up.
Yeah, because most of the time people do skip it, but it's fun to get into.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Now let's look at the intro animations here for FIFA. FIFA's always had the upper hand. This looks exactly like the Premier League on TV. Comparing it to PES right here, which has more of that European feel. I'm talking Europa League for Arsenal, obviously, Champions League for Liverpool. What do you think?
Yeah, it's obviously like FIFA has the licenses for the Premier League, so they really go all out for that. But that being said, it's not really anything creative, I think, from FIFA side.
Yeah.
It's the Premier League marketers that have created that entire setup, and FIFA's just taken that setup and put it into an animated version for the game.
So they've just taken what's on TV and reanimated it.
Yeah.
Where PES has had to kind of think outside the box, offer some new, different things. Here we see the lineups. It's amazing. I mean, like you can't compare the two. FIFA is definitely better here. It looks better, feels better, but PES still doesn't do a bad job.
No, it's not bad at all. Like for a football game,
yeah,
it's nice to see it, but it really doesn't impact the game specifically, unless you're the type of player who enjoys like getting into your own like world. Then obviously the FIFA intros bring it out a lot more.
Yeah, whereas if you just enjoy playing a football game, you won't really feel the difference.
No.
Too much. We were talking about the player animations, the graphics, I think look a bit better on FIFA.
Yeah.
The facial animations, whereas I think the overall movement feel and kind of the player bodies feel a lot more realistic on PES.
Yes, yeah. So FIFA just does that finer detail on the aesthetic look of the players.
Yeah, you can see it here.
Yeah, definitely. Like it just looks a lot more closer to the actual players.
Yeah, and to the
world.
way that they're presented on TV as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know if that's got anything to do with licenses.
Yeah, so we're going to jump straight into our FIFA game here, and the first thing we're going to talk about is the trainer.
Yeah, so I've been playing this not that often. I've got the game recently and I haven't been able to play it as much as I would like. But even so, I still haven't figured out how to switch the trainer off without having to pause it. It used to be R3, and for some reason it just didn't work in this game. Well, it hasn't worked in all the games I've played lately.
Yeah, and I mean, the first thing we notice here is how FIFA has almost a more cartoony graphic. It doesn't feel as realistic as PES does. It's more, it's kind of more like a graphic-y, cartoony vibe. What do you think?
Yeah, you can definitely see it, especially once you compare the two. So once you see PES and then FIFA, you realize how FIFA has that feel.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Why do you think that is? I feel like they're trying to appeal to just a wider audience, trying to not alienate anyone, kind of give people almost that realistic feel, and then at the same time remind them that they are playing a game.
Are you specifically talking about
FIFA?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And the animations look, amazing.
Yeah.
When, on the replays here, you got, it has very good feel. If we look here, how does scoring feel for you compared to FIFA?
And for me personally, playing both, I felt the games were very similar in terms of shooting.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a lot more used to FIFA that has its specific dynamic of like its certain patterns.
Yeah.
That when you shoot, it will go in that direction. Where PES, like there's a lot more control in terms of shooting.
Yeah.
Like you have to have a little bit more sense with your power and everything. FIFA, you can get away with having a little bit off here and there.
Exactly, because I feel like we talk about this a lot, how FIFA is more linear, whereas PES just gives you more freedom and more options. in FIFA, you got to get that through ball in, cut the defense, go and shoot, or get the cross in and get the header in. There's really no middle ground.
Yeah.
Whereas PES gives you kind of a bit more freedom.
And there we saw the celebrations. So that's one thing FIFA definitely has an up on PES.
Yeah, by far.
They've got a lot of those. You can customize your celebrations. A player can turn his player into any celebrations he wants him to do.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, that was our first half of FIFA. You can see here, we spoke about the crowd as well, kind of still being the same, the way that they used it from FIFA 18 and 17. And we're just going to jump into the second half here on PES. From the animation standpoint, you already get a different feel straight away.
Well, you can actually notice very big difference of the whole game view.
Yeah,
itself.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at these graphics straight away, the grass looks more realistic. The players look, more fluid. They look like they can move in many directions rather than just following that one line.
Exactly. FIFA definitely has a structured pattern.
Yeah. And here we can see how, PES has the onus on passing. They focus very much on your passing play, on your build-up play. And you got to find different ways to get around defenders.
Yes.
Because there are also tactics that you can customize in-game, both in FIFA and in PES. And I think giving those options to change the way you play also forces you to change the way you defend.
Yeah, which is a cool thing about both the games, at least nowadays, especially in this installment of both. I don't know about PES 18, but on FIFA 19 with the tactics, they're a lot more involved now.
Yeah.
Which I know PES is this season. But yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and here we see some of the quick subs. If we compare the PES quick subs to the FIFA quick subs, PES gives you a lot more almost logistical changes. You pick a player and then the game offers you players who are best suited for that position. Whereas in FIFA, as we're going to see now, you sometimes just get offered a random player. You get like a right back coming in for your midfielder.
Yeah, every now and then you'll get like a player that's suited, but sometimes it's not the player that you want, and they only give you the one option. As you can see there, it's just one option.
Yeah.
Where in PES, at least you can cycle through and say, yeah, maybe he's a better fit right now for the situation.
Yeah. So I think on quick subs, PES definitely has it down a lot better.
Yeah.
FIFA could and should improve that as soon as possible. But both games still look amazing.
Yeah, there's amazing games, both of them.
Yeah. If you enjoy football games, you will enjoy both of these. Here on the PES, we have the patch. We've downloaded all the licenses, so every team is fully licensed. You got all your players, and it's little moments like this where you can score a random goal coming out of nothing, that I think makes PES feel just that tiny bit more realistic.
Yeah. There's the celebration from PES, which was Aubameyang doing his famous flipping.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Like it really, really looks good. And here we're going to be looking at just how the goal kicks compare. We're looking at the goal kick animation. For PES, I feel it's a lot more natural. It gives you the feel that you are literally about to bomb the ball upfield. You're about to boot it. You can see it here. You got the whole field. Ball goes straight through to where you want it. Whereas in FIFA, as we're going to see right now, it feels a little more rigid.
Yeah, and like you said, you were struggling to make the camera angle move.
Exactly.
So the goalkeeper is literally just standing in one spot, and it's more the directional button that you're aiming for and hoping
that
it's going to go where it's going to go.
Yeah. So guys, that's been our FIFA versus PES video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content. Drop a like and don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, and say hello to your wonderful family.
Oh, yeah.